seat yet. I was in the queue. Yeah, check this out. I was in the queue for the Stretford end, and I heard a few cheers. Thought that don't sound like us. If it was us, it'd be a bit louder. And it was Burnley, and it was 1-0 to Burnley. Hear that goal come from a set piece, although I haven't seen that yet. Fan cams are done, by the way, guys. Fan cams are done. All that stuff is done. Martial was injured. So basically, Manchester United today went and dropped points. We were 2-0 down in the first half. And after going 2 goals behind, now I mean their free kick, their second goal, was an absolute worldie. Absolute world-class free kick from Defour. So I can't complain about that goal too much. But everything else about that game was awful from Manchester United in the first half. No tenacity, no defensive awareness, no defensive organisation, no leadership in the back, no nothing. It was really, really poor by Manchester United. And I felt, you could just feel that coming, the second goal, because we didn't really make an attempt to get our points, to get back into it. We looked really lacklustre. We looked like we were lacking urge and verve and anything. And I feel like the players at the moment are just playing in the way the fans feel. Our fans feel like the title's gone. That's because it is gone. It's a long way away now. And the players are playing like it. But the thing is, we're not the players. We're not the players. So, you know, we've got excuses. We're fans. These players have to keep playing. These players have to keep going for it and have to keep showing just why they're Manchester United players. We can't have players switching off halfway through a season, regardless of whether the title's gone or not. We can't have them falling off with the season. It's as simple as that. So we got to keep going. We can't be finishing 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, because it can happen. United could take one eye off this Premier League and fall further and further behind. At the moment, we're looking up at Manchester City, but if we're not careful, we could be looking up at everybody else as well. And I'm talking, there's Old Trafford, by the way, and I'm talking the likes of check that out.
He's got your name all over the fucking gap.
Right, sorry about that. A few mad horn, police, etc., going mad. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, the players can't afford to switch off now. They just cannot afford to switch off because we need to keep going. If we're not careful, we're going to drop points against Southampton, we're going to drop points again, and we're going to keep dropping points until we're like shit. Looking up at Liverpool, Chelsea, and so on. We can't be doing that. We really can't be doing that. We need to be finishing in the Champions League spots, and we can't be just scraping a Champions League spot. We need to be in there because we deserve to be in there. So, yeah, man, I'm disappointed with the Reds today. Not because, you know, I expected us to win. Of course I expected us to win. I just expected more from the boys. I expected more from the performance. I expected a little bit more. And in the end, everybody felt like I did this morning, playing like they were playing with hangovers. Playing like they were playing with hangovers. Absolutely awful. Awful. That back four as well. Jose Mourinho's teams. Have you ever seen a Jose Mourinho team look so unorganised at the back? Because I haven't. Where is Lindelof today? Why is he not starting ahead of Rojo? Interesting one. There was no Smalling as well. But I can't complain with Rojo and Jones being selected. I mean, they've been pretty good in the past. One thing that really annoyed me about Smalling and Jones today, more particularly Jones, but the both of them were bad for it, was coming out of defence with the ball. They looked so scared of the ball. Their passes just didn't have enough weight on them, didn't have enough energy in them. Yeah, man, that was surprising to see the most. Some poor ass passing, not getting enough behind the ball, not making sure the balls get into the player. And I felt sorry for Paul Pogba today as well, because this boy is such a talent, Paul Pogba. Such a talent in that midfield area. But in the second half, We took off Rojo, we took off Zlatan. He's getting dropped deeper and deeper because we've taken an extra man off in defence. So, again, that was frustrating too. A lot of frustrating things today. Now, I'm not that angry because of the fact that the title was already gone. But I'm angry at the fact that the players aren't putting in a shift, aren't going for it, and aren't, making sure we push Manchester City all the way. Even if we don't catch them, we can still keep going. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we need to keep going, keep playing, keep winning games, and shake out of this shit, man, because it's not good. We saw it today against Burnley. Burnley are a very good side, so I'm not going to come on here and disrespect them and say they're shit, they're Burnley, we should be beating these like 4-5, 6-0. Burnley are a very, very good side. So to actually come back from 2-0 down and to get a point wasn't bad in the second half. I thought our second half performance was a little bit better, but that first half performance was dreadful. And if we do that any more times this season, oh man, I do not want to see that. We needed Tony, says Manny Plays. He thinks we needed Tony, Martial, by Mahrez, says Sahil. You see, people are mentioning Martial, people are mentioning Mahrez, and I understand why. We do need to improve going forward. But today the problem was defensively. Today the problem was leaking goals. This week the problem's been set pieces. Set pieces, we can see that set pieces all the time. What the hell is that about? I think a lot of people are criticising Zlatan today, saying Zlatan's not ready. Not a very United Christmas, says Michael Brook. Yeah, it wasn't very Christmassy today, was it? Wasn't very Christmassy at all. Without Martial, we are average, says Amir. I don't think it was about Martial today, to be honest. I think maybe the changes in defence, maybe bringing Young to right back, losing Antonio Valencia, I don't know, but something just wasn't right. And when you think about our defence, yeah, Valencia, okay, a lot of times this season our defence has been Valencia, Smalling, Jones and Young. Who would have thought all four of those players would still be here? Because I definitely didn't expect them to still be here. Any questions, geezers, girls? Any questions for me? I'm nearly at my car now. So you know what that means. When I get to the car, the stream ends. We're missing Smalling. Shaw isn't grasping chances, says Lucian Wolf. I thought Shaw was good today. Didn't do too bad defensively. And going forward, he was good. Who are we comparing him to here? Ashley Young. Luke Shaw's better than Ashley Young at left back. Don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. Dead, says Coruscant. That was dead, man. Killed my vibe. Proper killed my vibe today. Zlatan could ruin a 5-on-2 counter-attack. Is too slow. Bring Malcolm to our side. Everyone wants this Malcolm kid now. He's been linked to us. That's what's going on, yeah. Everybody wants Malcolm. I'll tell you one Malcolm I do hate. Fucking Glazer. Well, he's dead now, isn't he? But nevertheless, Malcolm Glazer, what a knobhead. Mickey kept getting fouled. Yeah. Yes, lad, you alright? How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Cool, yeah. Stay, lad.
You had a shit now on it?
Nah, not now. Been for a while. What hopes? What hopes? He said, what about Liverpool's hopes? What hopes? What hopes have Liverpool got? Really? Tell me. Someone tell me. Huh? I ain't showing you my card. This ain't Pimp My Ride. Where's Tim Westwood at? What's the solution, Donovan? I think the solution is a few more signings and improvements in defence. By signings and improvements, I mean that could come from the youth. That could come from signings anywhere. So a few more signings in terms of Jose Mourinho bringing in the players that he wants in this team. Patience is required because Jose's just started this job. Now 2017, when you compare Manchester United at the start of 2017 to now, we're in a much better position now than we were at that point in the season. So I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. It's an improvement. We're going forward, but we just need to keep going forward, and we need to keep making those improvements. We need to keep making those progressions. Just because City are running away with it at the top, the worst thing we can do now is to pack it all in, and then like just fall further and further behind them, because we're going to lose that momentum of progression that we've got, and we can't lose that. We just can't lose that. Simply cannot. Anyway, guys, I'm back at the car now.